All right, welcome back. Music City Open 2023, presented by Lone Star Disc, hosted by the Music City Disc Golf Course. My name's Stephen Waits. I'm joined by Derek Green, competitor and commentator and ace thrower.
How y'all doing today?
We are at Seven Oaks Disc Golf Course. This is kind of centrally located between the three we play. We got Geoff Lorenz, Albert, Tyler Horne, Dutch Napier, and Tyler's making some plays here. He's got a one-stroke lead over Jason Light. Dutch, Matt, Derek, you're right behind him.
Yeah, tight leaderboard.
It's still pretty close through 9 holes, halfway through the tournament now. We got 9 more at Seven Oaks, and then round 3 is at Cedar Hill. Coming into hole 10, so we've been seeing quite a few forehand, right hand back turnover, tricky gap shots, and this is going to go the opposite direction now.
Yep, it's still that tricky gap shot. I mean, and you still got the two options. There's a left straight at it, or the right hand hyzer skip shot up there.
I'd say that right hand shot is more open to throw from the tee, but it can get tighter when you get closer to the basket.
Yep.
And it's like the straight shot, as long as you can get through that middle gap, you're probably going to get close to the basket. Tyler's was just a little early left. Dutch opted for the same direction, and his was just a little, like, if you're not, it's the tighter gap.
Yeah, it's definitely the tighter gap.
But it will get you there a lot cleaner or a lot quicker than the right side. Wow, so forehand through the right hand with a kick to the basket.
Wow.
Just don't even worry about what we know. Gas, we won't even, we'll just watch Albert throw these.
This is the way I would think you would take the conventional right hand gap.
And that right gap, like, it's definitely probably the safer route, but again, you have, like, that's the only downside to it. The con, I would say, is that you have to throw something that's going to be overstable enough to get up that hill.
Wow, that was an awesome run.
That was a great bid, yeah. Uphill. So Dutch and Tyler taking left side and having to make a run here for birdies.
Wow.
So he says, did it stay? Like, he didn't realize it stayed in the basket, and everybody was cheering. He's like, okay.
Wow, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing power to get that up the hill. I mean, you can see that's a all uphill.
It's giving him a 3-stroke lead on the card now, too.
Great putt from Geoff.
Geoff and Tyler getting this back 9 started off with some green, with some birdies. I mean, Dutch was just right.
Yeah.
Just right of it, or he could have been there too with a great throw. And now we got Albert, who decided to take the right-hand tree kick gap.
He takes full advantage of it.
Yeah, so hole 10 at 252 was, it played 0.1 under par, but, like, there's a bunch of the birdies right there. Hole 11, so now we're seeing, I think this one's pretty much, you need to throw straight.
Yep.
I haven't played it yet. You might have a forehand through this gap here, but it slopes away from the basket. Go ahead.
Yeah, you just want to go dead straight up and miss the trees that are right there, straight in front of you, and get it up there. It's 296, so it is uphill, so yeah, make sure you want to get it up there.
Still throwing that same.
Yep.
I'm going to ask tomorrow what it is, or, ask him at round 3 what we got throwing here.
Yeah, because he is using that thing everywhere. Now we're back to the forehand here.
Pretty sure this is a A2. I think he's been flicking an A2 here from Prodigy, and you can see why. Like, he knows exactly what he's going to do with this disc. A4, I'm sorry.
A4. And just a little bit long. Oh, that was a great shot to get up there.
Is that aluminum? Looked like it.
Yeah. And I think when you're going the backhand route, them are the trees that are in your head when you're looking up the line. It's like Dutch has got a putter in his hand. Yeah. Or see, he caught them same trees on the right that Geoff just caught. I think them are the ones.
I don't even know where it went.
And just getting right out where you're standing. You know, Geoff with a good upshot.
Yeah, the trouble on this hole for sure, not getting a good push down on the tee shot. There's just a lot to contend with.
Yeah, you're short, you still got a lot of trees between you and the basket.
Tyler's just on a birdie train right now.
Feeling it. I reckon I'm just a little bit short on that run. Sure, that's one he's gonna definitely win back. Geoff cleans up his par. Dutch does the same. Some of these holes being under 300 feet, they definitely are a little tricky ones. You definitely got to hit your gap off.
Oh, 12, 268. This is another one. I really like this, the course. I mean, it's a right to left shaped hole. Basket's down the middle, like an open fairway. Pretty much throw what you're comfortable with. If you got that forehand turnover, that backhand slow hyzer or slow turning shot or fade shot. But to me, it's the rocks and the ground play that is on here. That
Tyler says it's the same disc that he's been throwing all day. Oh, wow. Well, we see why he throws that thing all day.
oh man, why can't these guys just hit an A? Why'd you have to do it off camera? Those were some great shots. I mean,
Yeah.
he got down there on that inside line.
I love watching the flexibility of players with Albert, like taking the forehand on these, what you would think would be a standard backhand shot.
Man, just seeing that tree that's left of that basket from that view and knowing that he went between that tree and that basket, it's a tight,
Yeah, he was really close.
really close.
Guy's getting some ground play off of this one.
At 268, it's all downhill, and like we've seen this last year too, where players, it's easy to go long here. It comes up on you quick, and then if you do go long, you got to deal with that uphill putt from a distance. And both of these guys they're throwing it, trying to get there, and they miss just high and right. And Dutch with the same, just you gotta throw it uphill and around trees.
Oh, works it right in there.
See, all he needs is just a view of the basket.
Yeah.
Great putt.
Great putt, Geoff. Had it framed up and put it right in there.
So with that par, Tyler's still bogey free on this round, but he's yet to have 3 birdies in a row. Like they come in pairs for him. Like that's the kind of stats you get when you're shooting it this good. Is like how do your birdies get delivered? And
Yeah.
hole 13, 272. So now we got a shot back to the right here as we dogleg around these trees. Quick turn by the drone. Once you probably get to right where that drone turned, you want to have something that's going right. But if you go any earlier than that,
it's tough once you get.
Yeah, it's jab back over there.
I think you're definitely wanting to go longer than shorter, if anything, for the miss.
Jeff,
You just had that turn.
I had that, yeah, turn over left. Stayed towards the edge though. And Dutch going inside, and that's the price you could pay. Anything early, and you got to deal with.
There's so many trees right in that early side. Even once you get past the thicker of the rough stuff was cleaned out, there's still so many trees to get past. And Tyler looks like he's made the correction. It's like he still caught something down there. Ours finally got a conventional forehand hole.
At third right, it's just, there's trees, stumps on the ground getting in the way.
A little tricky shot.
Yeah, the flick roller to get out of there. And
You see how tough it is once you get that early left hand or early right hand side.
good scramble. All of our competitors, pretty much putting themselves in awkward positions here.
That was a great bid by Albert.
So this is to go 14 down for the tournament.
And both.
Almost jumped up and in. 2 shots in a row that Dutch just had to. Yeah, you just couldn't get a normal stance.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it is tough. Like you're constricted on that right side.
Yeah, on a knee.
Yep.
Trying to swing your arm, stuff in your way. Yep, price you paid though for getting off early on that right hand side.
I just think the plastic is very premium. It's a high quality material. The way the disc feels in my hand.
I think it's the quality of plastic.
It's unlike any other plastic that you'll find in the industry.
The quality is better than any other company out there.
Again, just consistent plastic. It's something I can consistently trust on every single throw.
There's so many discs to choose from, and I guarantee if you tried every disc in the lineup, you're gonna want to put multiple discs in your bag.
It's extremely high quality. You can only say so much that they have to eventually just try it themselves and see.
Hole 14, 414 feet. Par 3 for 400 feet, but it's fairly downhill. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's fairly downhill, but you do drop to get there. It's definitely well within everybody's range on this card. The basket is tucked into these trees on the right. It's a hole that you want to throw something that's going to be turning left the whole way, and then you get to the basket and you're like, wait, you're over there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely when you're shaping your disc down the fairway.
We're getting to that point in the season where, depending on where you're playing golf at, the humidity is going to start becoming a factor, especially after the rains that we had last night. It was a great day weather-wise, temperature-wise for disc golf, but it was pretty muggy. So grip can. start to become an issue is
Tyler throws a perfect hyzer flip.
that's where, you know, you throw the right disc, perfect disc, pin high, but you're 40 feet left of the basket because of the way it just at the last second turns. I think this would be the play. Something that it just faded out too early. Something that turns over to the end and fades out. See one more attempt at that.
Looks like he might have got that little turned over on that angle.
I'm throwing a good forehand today. Why do I keep...
So he's got some work left. He didn't quite make it to the creek, so he's got a little bit more open stance. You can take a more normal stance.
Yeah, the green's got some lower hanging stuff, so one you gotta make sure you get.
Great roll away. Yeah, so, you know, that had the chance to be circle's edge, and it came right back to it. Good break for Dutch there.
Oh, great up by Howard being he was over there on the right hand thick stuff and made great upshot.
So Geoff, he had a pretty good drive and just way left.
Yeah, I say over there with Geoff is because probably the common spot whenever you throw a really good shot. Great bid by Tyler.
Everybody's cleaning up the pars.
I think if you get this one, I think it's gonna be a bonus birdie. Well,
So,
really?
all right, hole 15, par 3, 265. Again, like the last hole, the ground is going to be the really big factor in this one. It's fairly open straight to the basket, but with the stone and the rocks and the way the ground is, there's not much that's going to give you a reliable play.
Yeah.
There's a lot that can go on.
This is a super cool fairway here with the rock all the way through it. Definitely one you want to make sure that your disc is in the air the whole way there. You never know what's going to happen once it hits the ground. Oh, well, like Tyler, maybe just a tad bit right, and he gets a kick all the way over to the left. I don't know how much, but I think he really relies on this forehand. That same disc he's been throwing all day.
That tree kept it from going any further. He's got a good look at it down there.
Right there in the circle, it looked like.
I want to say these are PA1s or PA2s that Dutch is throwing. I know he likes to throw those every chance he gets. I'm pretty sure if I remember that run, he'd been looking for a few of them. At the same time, I could be 100% wrong.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what he uses. Just a little bit off on his jump plus today. Pretty bad there.
Just right of the two.
Caught a little bit of change.
And so Albert's our last chance for a birdie here. Man, sit.
Very clean up there for Tyler. Keeping it clean.
Overall, this back nine plays a lot. I mean, statistically, it plays tougher than the front. Scoring averages wise, anyways, these holes, like this hole played .15 under par, but it was in the lower half of the difficulty level. Hole 16, got a bird's eye view as we come into the basket now. Creek on the right, it's casual, I believe, and then you have the woods on the left. It's pretty much just throw it, get something straight. There's plenty of room to work a turnover, a flick, a hyzer shot. You got, it's at your discretion here.
Geoff with the backhand. I think when you come in, that little tree you see there just on the left is what you're just trying to miss, just like you did. Get up there and get you a circle one putt.
Fourth longest hole in the course on this layout. Tyler electing to take it straight up the gut. Right at the pin.
Great shot. Low long. In the circle still.
Another good one up the middle here. Hit it. Come on, fellas. That was a good forehand. Oh, it just got Velcroed. Like you didn't give him anything.
It was a great line. Grass just said no once it hit the ground.
It's just wet enough over there from the rain to probably slow it down. I mean, it's a throw. I'm sure he threw that route in practice, and it gets up to the basket every time.
Yeah.
You get underneath that tree that he was near, and you're fine. You're gonna be there.
Nice bird, Geoff.
Can't throw a bad drop.
Tyler's got a short little comeback here after his nice drive. Skip past the basket. Tyler being tall, probably them stuff's getting in his way. Makes do, gets the job done. Building himself a little bit of a lead here.
Yeah, Dutch gave him a run. He was hanging in there, and just had a couple bad kicks that left him with pars. And now, Geoff had a rough front nine. Well, rough of what 10 under for the tournament will give you, but
Yeah.
he's trying to keep up with them now. And Albert the same. Both, I would say they were both off of pace a little bit.
Yeah.
And then they got going here on the backside.
But Tyler just keeps doing what he's doing.
Hole 17. Probably one of the more trickier tee shots on this back nine. It's on the shorter side, uphill, straight at it, and then if you're throwing a forehand, you can pick some gaps up on the left. If you're throwing that backhand, you might be able to get something on the right, but you pretty much everybody's needing to go over that second railroad tie that we're looking at in front of the screen here, and then you determine which way you want to go.
Safe.
That's going to do him about 60 feet, but he should have a lane for it.
Tyler here back to the magical disc. Been working it all day long. We see wide.
Oh, dude, look like he had a kick right.
Yeah, I had a kick right.
So then just turns a little to the left and go.
I think that's the flight path right there that you want on this hole.
I'd be getting in that tree on the right. There'd be getting my head for a forehand.
Yeah, it's pretty close off the tee.
That's the reason why I'm behind the camera. And Dutch going long here with the good high, like forehand shot to get it down there, missing everything. Oh, off the front of the cage. This might be the hardest cut we've seen Tyler had to face with.
I wonder if that tree was closer to him. Had something to do with getting his head a little bit. Oh, a little tricky shot over there. Left.
With Albert. And there's Dutch in with the birdie on 17. So, you know, he's getting to that 10 under mark, getting back within 4 of Tyler here. Everybody's staying close. We have a few players on chase card. Jason Might making a charge still. You made a run here. You're trying to make that play for lead card on Sunday.
Yep.
A few other players trying to get in on it. These guys trying to stay on it.
Yeah, it's a good battle out there for sure. Close field.
Welcome to Music City Disc Golf. We are a 501c3 nonprofit public charity here in Nashville, Tennessee. We strive on including men, women, juniors, and providing competition for all skill levels. We would like you to come be a part of Music City Disc Golf.
As we look at our preview for hole 18, longest hole on the course, the only par 4 on the course. Shout out again to the Music City Disc Golf Club for hosting us, letting us come down here and film it. We like filming the MP40, and we always hear, you know, like that division appreciates it, like getting that kind of coverage and exposure.
Yeah, it's nice to see the guys out there that put in some time beforehand, still get the exposure on coverage.
This hole is all about getting as close as you can to the creek in front of the basket to have yourself a putt.
Yeah, you're trying to throw a big turnover, something that you get out there high and let it ride. Looks like Dutch might have had that just turned over a little nose down out of his hand. Got it high, but a little nose down.
Get down to the ground a little earlier than I wanted. If it would have probably flattened out. And this one's just low. So these guys are going to have, you know, clear shots to the pin, but you are out there a ways. And there's still some trees around the edge of that creek that you're going to have to look at. Now, this is how it's done right here. He turned it over more than what he wanted to, but that's definitely the flight that you're going to get out of it.
Yeah, that high turnover. I think the forehand is more of a safer play to get up there, to just make sure you're up there. 'Cause I don't think you're getting all the way to the creek with the forehand. As you can see, there's still some trees that contend with this upshot.
Yeah, right there. For sure. Both sides of the creek, guardian trees. And then once you're across, everything's on that slope. So you kind of got a backboard to throw into here. Dutch giving it a run.
Great.
That's a way to walk off with a birdie on 18.
Albert doing the same.
Tyler looking at sticking it close, making this putt easy so he doesn't have to worry about losing a stroke on the last hole of the round.
And gaining another one on the field.
No problem at all. There was one stroke he didn't gain on anybody.
There was one.
You had the only eagle on hole 18, and technically 2 eagles on the day with that throw in from the tee pad on hole 1.
Yeah, that was a good way to start and end the day.
Your eagle on 18 was a putt.
Yep, a putt. Just outside the circle across the bridge there that you seen in the coverage.
Backhand turnover.
Yep. That high turnover line that you're talking about that you needed, I just executed it. These guys cleaning up pars and birdies.
So Albert and Dutch keeping pace, keeping 4 back from Tyler. Tyler's building that lead. He does have he has a 3-stroke lead over Jason as we look at our card's final scores here. Yeah, 3-stroke lead over Jason. He shot 7 down. The same with Alex Aguilar. But Matt House coming in 8 under. One shy of the hot round by Tyler, but still like charging.
Yeah.
He's found himself in the top 10.
You can see the leaderboards tied up there. Besides Tyler with them couple strokes.
Yeah, so we got one more round to go. Join us for the round 3 coverage. We'll be at Cedar Hill, final round.